Thank you. So if everyone will take their seats. Thank you. And thank you, each and every one of you, for being here this evening on this very special event. This is the Sioux City Lions' 18th annual Woman of the Year, and I think this year we are especially honored by two people that are very wonderful in every single way. We couldn't have asked for two nicer people to be here, and we have, as I've said, this is our 18th, so each year we have just absolutely wonderful people that we're able to honor. So thank you for being here tonight. We're very grateful. The Lions start every program with a 4-point opener. So if you please stand and do that. We're going to begin. Marie, you want to announce this?
Would you please, the flag is over here. Let's have the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The first verse of America will be started by Julie Tagliamonte.
Singing America is another one of our traditions, so would you all please join me? My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of thy pilgrims' pride, from every mountain side, let freedom ring. Thank you.
Our invocation tonight will be done by Reverend Gregory Mercurio, who is the administrator at St. Pius Church here in Lynn, and also Holy Family in Lynn. Thank you.
Let us bow our heads and ask for God's blessing. Almighty God, bless us as we gather here for the 18th Annual Dinner and Award Program to honor two exemplary North Shore area women, Eileen Lessard and Dorothy Marchione. We ask your special blessing for Eileen and Dorothy. Almighty God, continue to show your love and care for us by sending us dedicated members to the Sioux City Lions Club to care for your people. We know that you are pleased with all their efforts to love and to serve you and all that they accomplish. You are an ever-present source to them in their lives by your love, light, and spirit to help them to work in your honor and glory for the benefit of all the people. Bless all of us who are gathered here this evening. Bless this food that which we're about to receive. Let this occasion nourish us with faith in you, with care for one another, and with food to nourish us and to make us strong, and make us always mindful of the needs of others. For you are Lord forever and ever.
Amen.
Now, if you please raise your water glasses, and Alice will lead us.
Another tradition at the opening of a Lions meeting is our Lions Toast. And it reminds us that we serve with humility. And the toast, I'll say it first and then we can all say it together. Not above you, not beneath you, but with you, and then we clink our glasses. So together, not above you, not beneath you, but with you. Thank you.
now we will have a few words from Alice Gaudette, who is one of our vice presidents of the club this year. Thank you very much.
Good evening and welcome to the 18th Annual Shoe City Women of the Year Awards Dinner. We are happy to see so many friends gathered here tonight to honor two extraordinary ladies for their many accomplishments, exemplary character qualities, family values, and work ethic. Thank you, Eileen Lasad and Shoe City Lion Dot Macchione, for allowing us to pay tribute to you this evening and recognize your lifelong achievements. The Shoe City Lions Club also extends its appreciation to the contributors of our souvenir tribute book, to the many raffle donors, and to all the Women of the Year event supporters. The proceeds of this evening's raffle will be donated to the Mass Lions Eye Research Foundation. Our club members, friends, and business supporters have generously donated the items that you see on the raffle tables. 100% of all the raffle money that is collected at tonight's event will go directly to Massachusetts Lions Eye Research to support the research projects at the major medical institutions in Boston. The Lions of Massachusetts voted in 1953 to make eye research the official project of all the Lions in Massachusetts. The Massachusetts Lions Eye Research Foundation has helped many people with eye diseases from glaucoma to diabetic eye disease. Each year, the Shoe City Lions Club works tirelessly to raise money that will find breakthrough research at local hospitals and institutions, such as the Mass Eye and Ear Infirmary, BU Medical Center, Joslin Diabetes Center, Children's Hospital, Scapin's Eye Institute, and others. Your generosity tonight with your purchase of raffle tickets will allow us to continue to make valuable donations to fund eye research projects. In addition, the Shoe City Lions Club will also make a $250 donation in the name of each of our Women of the Year honorees, Eileen and Dottie, to MLERF to continue to support eye research projects and help eradicate blindness. Tonight, we are also honored to have past District Governor and Mass Lions Eye Research President, Randy Pinch from the Lynn Wyoma Lions with us. Randy, as president of the Mass Lions is president of the Mass Lions Eye Research Fund Foundation for the 2014-2015 year. We would like him to stand and be recognized for his extraordinary service and dedication to Lions Eye Research. Thank you, Randy. It's an honor to have you this evening. The Shoe City Lions Club is a small part of the Lions Club International, the world's largest service club organization. We have 1.4 million members and more than 45,000 clubs worldwide. The Lions' history began when Melvin Jones and a group of Chicago businessmen who were interested in community service founded the Lions organization back in 1917. Several years later, at the Lions International Convention in 1925, Helen Keller challenged the Lions to become her Knights of the Blind. Today, we also continue to volunteer for many different kinds of service projects, including caring for the environment, feeding the hungry, collecting, refurbishing, and recycling eyeglasses for distribution, providing visual aids equipment at no charge to people in need, and providing disaster relief to victims all over the world. Lions are people from all over the world who are just like you. Our motto is we serve. We are dedicated and committed to make a difference in the world and make it a better place in which to live. Both Eileen and Dottie have embraced the Lions' ideals in the ways in which they conduct their lives. Their community spirit and service, their generosity and kindness to others, and their charitable support to those in need have made a difference in the lives of many people who have been touched by them. They have certainly earned the honor of being recognized as the Sioux City Lions 2015 Women of the Year. It gives us a great pleasure to honor Eileen and Dottie this evening. Thank you.
Please continue to enjoy each other's company, and dinner will be served shortly. Thank you. Good evening. Thank you. And again, thank you very much for being here this evening. The evening is rolling along, and I think so far it's absolutely wonderful. Now we would like to introduce you to our honorees this evening. The first honoree is Eileen Assad. And I'm sure you probably have read things in the program book already, but I, looking at it, am envious of the fact that she's visited so many parks and all across the country. And there's many other things about Eileen that I think are absolutely wonderful. And I can say from a personal point of view, when we interviewed her, her humility was absolutely wonderful. And she was willing to take this honor, as I was probably twisting her. And we are very, very grateful and feel very honored that she is our honoree for this year. The first person speaking in honor of Eileen will be her daughter. Excuse me, I'll begin with Father Healy. Father John Healy.
I don't know how many people got to read the white brochure talking about Eileen and about Dorothy. And all the words I wanted to use are really encapsulated inside Eileen's, it's like one sentence on the places she's been, the things she's done. And what I really wanted to say was in here. And so that's where I'm going to speak about her from. Eileen is nothing if she's not about love. Eileen loves her daughters, she loves her family, she loves St. Pius V, she loves the North Shore, she loves Lynn, she loves going to all those state parks. You know, she's got about, she's headed out national parks. The state park is one state park. But she's headed out across the country on all these visits to the national parks, which is just great. She comes back with wonderful stories about her and her sidekicks on these trips. But Eileen loves. You know, one thing, I know she loves her daughters. She was tickled things tonight. She thought only two of her daughters was coming, and one of her daughters flew in from California. Her arms are a little tight. That was very special for her. You know, and one of the things she has in her heart, she has that love, and that's what helped her out there, to be able to do so many different things in the city of Lynn for so many different people. One of the other things I want to mention is all the raffle stuff that's here tonight is just giving her more ideas and different the great job setting up the raffle. She said she's going to incorporate most of this now into St. Pius Parish. But she really, that's one of the things about her is she just has this passion inside of her, and she's full of compassion for other people. If there's anything going on in the city of Lynn, in the state of Massachusetts, and Eileen's involved in it, it's going to be well worth it. It will raise money, and it will help other people, because just like the Lions Club here, to serve others. It's so important. This is what we're supposed to do as people. Take care of yourself. educate yourself, get a good job, earn as much as money as you possibly can. And as long as you use that to help, to reach out and help each other, to take care of those who are in need, this is what Eileen has done with her life. It shows with her daughters, with her family, with her friends, with her community. But really, it shows inside Eileen's heart. That's who she is, and that's why we're so very proud of this night. So congratulations, Eileen, on behalf of everybody here tonight.
Thank you, Father John. Next speaking on Eileen's behalf is her daughter, Laura. She just came back from California. Oh, I'm sorry.
So I want to thank the Lions Club for having us all gathered here tonight to honor my mother. Thank you, friends and family, for coming out to support her. When my mother asked me to speak tonight, I started to think about what I'd like you to know about her. We all know my mother has a good, kind heart, a terrific sense of humor, boundless energy, determination, faithfulness, and loyalty. Everyone who knows my mother knows she's a woman on the move. I'm caught off guard when she answers the phone at home. I just expect that I'll be leaving a message. She's always running off to meet someone, hosting a meeting, doing errands for one of the churches, going out to eat, getting together with friends or family, shopping or traveling. In between all of this, she has managed to fit in countless hours helping other people. I didn't even realize she's involved in so many organizations until I read the Lions Club announcement. There are some things that you may not know about my mother that I'd like to share with you. Do you know how she got her nickname? By the time Christine, Carrie, and I were all young teenagers, my mother was mommed out by the three of us. For 13, nearly 14 years, all she heard was mom, 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 before she began to tune us out. We started calling her Eileen. After a week or two, she stopped answering again. But we hit the right nerve when we called her by her middle name. Sure, we knew she hated it, but it was so effective that it stuck. Even today, the girls hardly call her mom. We call her Gertie. If you don't know by now, you know that Chuckles is her favorite food. Here you go, Mom. She knows which restaurants has Chuckles in their vending machines. From Massachusetts to my home in Maine. I believe that she single-handedly has kept the company in business all these years. Do you know she drives a speedboat like a demon? When my two older boys were 8 and 9, she took them up to Rangeley, Maine for a long weekend. While they were there, they went on a seaplane ride and rented a speedboat. The boys liked the seaplane ride, but were totally impressed with Nana's driving ability when she took the wheel of the speedboat and floored it while bombing around the lake. With her sense of adventure, I don't know why that surprised me at the time. Do you know that she has turned all three of us girls into runners at a very young age? We truly have had to run after her all our life. We ran to church and back. We ran through the grocery store. We ran through the mall. Ran through the museums. Just wanted to keep her in our sight. She was her calling as a professional speed walker. We would have been wealthy from all the races she could have won. Many years ago, a friend gave my mother a book called Slow Down Therapy. Several months went by, and I asked her if she enjoyed the book. Well, her response was, no, I haven't had the time to slow down long enough. At 70 that about 75% of you here tonight have been on a GGC, AKA a Gertie Goose Chase. If you've ever agreed to go on a quick trip with my mother, you will inevitably be agreeing to a goose chase. You will find that the trip is significantly longer than promised because she usually gets lost. Whatever you set out to find is no longer there. You just missed the event. The yard sale has been packed up. So when you set out with her, keep a few things in mind. It usually takes twice as long as she tells you, so plan accordingly. Gertie loves the bakery, so ask directions while she's ordering an apple fritter. And you may hear some of her favorite quotes. You only live once. Life is too short to hold a grudge, and it will just take 2 minutes to clean the mess. So have your own quotes ready to share. It will help pass the time. The bottom line is that on a GGC, you'll have a great adventure. Even if you return home, never having seen or done much of anything, and ride down, hopelessly lost. My last question, do you know what inspired her to travel? I didn't find this out until about 10 years ago, when my oldest son, Charlie, wrote a small book for a class when he was in middle school, and the book was about Gertie, well, Nana. Traveling Nana, that's what it was called. She received a Viewmaster when she was 11, and one of the films was The Seven Wonders of the World. She loved it so much that it inspired her to travel the world herself. This same son did a road trip a month ago with 2 friends before he began his MBA program in South Carolina. And upon her recommendation, they hiked Zion National Park and visited the Arches. Well, these 3 guys ended up on a GGC. On coming back from the Devil's Garden hike in the Arches Park, Tom took the wrong path through a small canyon and accidentally led them up on a path behind the landscape arch, which has been closed since 1991. This backside has not been viewed for nearly 25 years, and Charlie took a picture to prove that he has been on a spectacular GGC. Mom, this is a picture that National Geographic probably doesn't have, that Charlie has blown up for you and framed as a gift, since he couldn't give it to you. He wanted to give it to you tonight since he couldn't be here. This is the proof, though, that not every GDC will leave you hopelessly lost. On a more serious note, though, I would like to mention how loved my mother, Nana, is by her 7 grandkids. There's not one of them that would say she is too busy for them. For many years, my mother went to my sister Christine's house in Somerville faithfully every Thursday to help out. She has shown up at so many sporting events, awards night, music, and dance recitals over the years that we could never recount how many. One day, a few years ago, she was at my house visiting when my son Dominic came to me and said, "Mom, I'm bored." Immediately, my mother's response was, "Go help someone. You'll never be bored again." They all have the highest regard and respect for her and love her beyond measure. So Gertie, to wrap this up, I would like to say to you, keep helping others by doing what you love. The world needs more people like you.
There are a few raffles right now, probably half of them, only so that we can get out of here in time. It really helps. We For several years, we have been honoring one of our own, which means a Sioux City Lion. And Dottie certainly personifies a Sioux City Lion. She's been a lion. She started with the Lioness Club way back in 1955. Once the Sioux City Lions was established, she was right there, and she is with us today as a very active lion at 95. And also, she's very active in Girl Scouts, and to this day, she's still doing that, and she's been doing that since 1956. In her honor, I would like to introduce her daughter, Mary Ann Macchione.
Well, thank you folks for all showing up. There's something here. It's kind of hard to put into words, you know, what the many hours that somebody's given to helping others, especially when it scans a life of 95 years, and you'll be stronger. But my cousin Jeannie wrote a wonderful write-up about her. And she touched on some of the accomplishments of my mother's life. Now, for as long as I can remember, my mother's been helping others, whether it's giving somebody a warm welcome, giving them a place to stay. She opened her house, giving them a meal, you know, giving them financial assistance when need. And she did sewing, knitting, and crocheting, and you name it. And even teaching English as a second language. So she's been helping people out of life, and she continues to do this. And she's been involved in countless volunteer activities. When I say involved, well, she doesn't just sit on the sideline and donate her time or her money. She just jumps in and does the job. Whatever it takes, whatever they want her to do, she just does it. And she also loves to be in the know about things. So many times, she also winds up serving on the board of directors of organizations. And as Jeannie noted, she's been involved in Girl Scouting. It's been a very big part of her life for close to 60 years. She started when my sister was a Brownie Scout. And she continues. You know, she just doesn't do things for a little bit and back out. She just stays with something. Something that I don't think a lot of people know. So many years ago, she was very instrumental in organizing a troop in Lynn for handicapped girls because she wanted them to experience this wonderful opportunity. And even now, she's still involved. She's now on the museum committee for the Council of Girl Scouts to keep our heritage alive and well. And she passed on the love of scouting to my sister and I. And I had a troop at one point in time, and she was the assistant leader. Every time I think of that, I think of an incident that my girlfriends always like to chuckle about to this day. That my troop worked for at a Christmas party for inner city youth. And they wanted to entertain everybody, so they wanted to put on a play. I don't remember much about the play, except that one of the characters was Mrs. Claus. Well, I think you can all figure out that yours truly played Mrs. Claus. We didn't even need a wig for it. And I'm really not sure who got the biggest kick out of it and had the most fun, her or those of us that watched it. So she's always a good sport about things and just enjoys what she does. But she passed on that love of scouting to my sister and I. But what she also did was instill in us, by example, that helping others, it's just a part of life. It's what you do. And it's always been and still is a big part of her life. And in the culture where we know that the wisdom of our elders is often overlooked. She just ignores that. She doesn't even pay attention to it. It doesn't exist. She just continues to move on and keep as an example to all of us that age, it's just a number. You can't let it stop you. You can't let it bother you. You just keep on trucking. Perseverance, drive, and activism is what keeps her young at heart. And I think it's something that all of us can really take a tip on. And I think Elaine has gotten that as well. But, she hasn't always just been, just volunteered. She has been a loving wife, a mother, and a friend. And I'm really, really proud to call her my mother, to call her my friend. Excuse me. And, I'm really thrilled to see her being honored like this for all that she has done and will continue to do. She's around for the long haul, folks.
The second speaker for Dottie is her grandson, Paul Amaralt.
Good evening. My name is Paul Emerald, and I am Dottie Macchione's grandson, and I welcome you all here tonight. It is a great honor for me to have this opportunity to talk to you about someone who means so much to me. I am overflowing with pride and love as I stand here in front of all of you. I was very fortunate to spend a lot of time with my grandparents as a kid growing up, spending many summers at their cottage in Maine, where some of my fondest memories were created. Due to all the time I spent with my grandparents, I was introduced at an early age to volunteering and its importance. My grandparents were always involved in something. Nana and Grampy were always donating their time and efforts, whether it be at a bingo night, Franks and Beans dinner, or the many craft fairs. And those acts were not lost on me. They instilled in me early on the significance and value of getting involved, helping others, and especially helping those less fortunate. So today I am extremely fortunate to be part of some fantastic organizations, and I too get the opportunity to do my small part. You do not need to be rich, you do not need endless amounts of time, you do not need to possess endless resources, you just need to be willing and compassionate. As Anne Frank said, no one has ever become poor from giving. My grandmother remains the perfect example of why one is never too young or too old to volunteer. She began volunteering in her 20s and continues strong in her mid-90s. Her body may have slowed down just a bit. Her hearing... You may need to speak up. But her mind and her soul continue to run marathons. And I challenge any of you to try to beat her at one of her many word games that she has on her Kindle. Nana still takes great pride in the work she performs, and she remains incredibly diligent, effective, passionate, and engaged. She is still a force to be reckoned with. She will speak her mind and will always look out for the best interests of others. It has been said that there is nothing stronger than the heart of a volunteer, and my Nana is living proof of that. As I look out into the crowd, there is one person my family and my Nana misses the most, and that is my grandfather, Nana's late great husband, James Mackion. I know that wherever he is, and trust me, if you knew him, you know exactly where he is. He's looking down upon us all, wearing one of those big, beautiful, infectious Jimmy Mackion smiles. He and Nana complemented each other perfectly. They were beautiful, loving partners for over 55 years. So I was told that I have only 5 minutes up here, and I have probably exceeded my time. It's clearly not enough time for a guy who loves his grandmother and could talk much longer about her, and also not enough time for a guy who loves a microphone. So I will end with these two things. Both of which you can start tonight. Number one, get involved. It doesn't have to be much. Those in this room will tell you that it's the small things that many people do that allow organizations like the Sioux City Lions to succeed. Together, collectively, we can do so much. So buy another raffle ticket, write another check, sign up as a volunteer for the next event. Believe me, it matters. Number two, there is one thing that might trump tonight's award and the citations Nana has received, and that is the feeling I know she gets from a simple phone call or visit from her grandchildren and great-grandchildren. I too fall in the category of doing this not nearly enough, so tonight I will heed my own advice. Call your grandmother. Call your great-grandmother. Call your father, call your grandfather, call anybody you know that wants to hear from you. It is so incredibly easy, yet so incredibly rewarding for both of you, and there's no good excuse not to. None of us will live forever, so let's all do what we can while we are still here and while we are still able to make a difference. The Sioux City Lions could not have chosen a more deserving recipient than my Nana, Dottie Mackion. She is truly an amazing woman, a dedicated lifelong winner, and without a doubt, an inspiration to us all.
We still have a few more things to do. I would like Sister Paul from the mayor's office to come forward, please.
To be duly signed by the mayor of the city of Lynn. Congratulations.
No, ladies, you need to stand And this is a certificate of special congressional recognition presented to Eileen Lassad in recognition of her outstanding and invaluable service to the Lynn community from Seth Moulton, Member of Congress. All have an official citation in recognition of receiving the Sioux City Lions Woman of the Year Award, and this is signed by President of the Senate, Stephen Rosenberg, attested by the Clerk of the Senate, and offered by Thomas McGee. We're almost there. And from the House of Representatives, be it known that all the Massachusetts House of Representatives offers its sincere congratulations to Dorothy Mackion in recognition of your being named Woman of the Year by the Sioux City Lions and for your dedication and commitment to the Lynn community. And this is signed by Brendan Creighton, State Representative, Robert DeLeo, Speaker of the House, and authored by Robert F. Fennell. We at Sioux City Lions present its Distinguished Woman of the Year Award to Eileen Lassard on June 18, 2015. That's all. And I would very much like, again, to thank everyone for being here. As I said a few minutes ago, these were two wonderful, wonderful recipients of this honor, and we are indeed truly grateful. I hope everybody has enjoyed this evening, and that you will come again next year in late June. Thank you very, very much. Now, before we have the rest of our raffles, I would like Father Brian Flynn from St. Mary's to come forward to offer the benediction. Thank you.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we trust in a God who loves us always. We trust in a God who puts much good in our lives. We trust in a God who offers us many blessings. We give thanks for our gathering here this evening, for the celebration that we have shared. And we give special thanks for the blessings of Eileen and Dot, who have done so much in their lives for others, and who have given an example for us all to follow as we discern your will for us in our lives. We ask that you bless all who are gathered here today, to guide us safely as we return home to our loved ones. And we ask this in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Eileen, would you like to have a few words to say?
I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's wonderful, wonderful evening. To have all my friends together under one roof, it's really been great. I have to say it. I told many of them that it's like having a wig, but you're alive. That we travel, and when we take pictures in front of waterfalls, beautiful trees, mountains, and so I'm building this whole collage for my memorial. So thank you especially to my daughter for the wonderful words, and for Father John, for Father Greg, and Father Flynn for joining us and bringing us in prayer, which is so important to all of our lives. And thank you so much to my family. My daughter surprised me from coming in from California and from Canada. And my daughter Laurie, she was going to be here. She still was the full show. They didn't steal the show from Laurie. So thank you so much for this wonderful honor. I am truly, truly blessed, and I am blessed with all you people in my life. Thank you.
words to say. But I can read them better than I can say. As many as you know, I am a woman of a few words. So tonight, I will use the words please and thank you. I am so pleased to have been chosen Woman of the Year, along with Eileen. It's been a pleasure. Thank you to my family and friends. And my family have come from different places too. One came and surprised me all the way from Pennsylvania. Thank to the rest of my family and my friends for being here and in supporting our club's activities and the Lions motto we serve. Thank you all.
Thank you. And